Alright guys, I am back with my review of this week's WWE Friday Night Smackdown for September, what day was this, 27th, 2013. And the show starts off with Triple H coming out. He says the 11-on-3 handicap match from Raw was best for business. That's why he put the match on. Miz comes out. Triple H says that he gave Miz an opportunity to face Randy Orton. He choked. Orton kicked his ass, and on Raw he had to protect Miz from himself because who knows what Randy Orton would have done to him. And he still gave him Miz TV with the Big Show. All these opportunities, Miz says that he wasn't given an opportunity, he was set up. So Triple H says later on tonight it's going to be Miz versus Randy Orton. Then we get Del Rio versus R-Truth. Did not care about this. Del Rio wins with a kick to the head. And then he puts R-Truth in the arm breaker. So RVD runs out. He attacks Del Rio. Drop kicks a chair into his face. It looked weak as shit. And backstage, Triple H and Vicky are watching this. And Triple H decides to make the Battleground match between RVD and Del Rio a hardcore match. Then we see the Primetime Players dancing with two assistants or something backstage. It was fucking terrible. And then we get the Real Americans versus the Primetime Players. And actually there was a cool spot in this match where Cesaro just spins Titus O'Neil around forever. He spins him around, and when he finally drops him, Titus O'Neil is so dizzy he can't do anything. He's falling all over the place. So that was entertaining. Darren Young gets a hot tag, runs in, and Jack Swagger taps him out with the Patriot Lock. It's Bray Wyatt versus Zack Ryder. And I actually like this. At one point, Zack Ryder goes for the Rough Rider, and Bray just throws his ass up into the air. I mean, way up into the air. And then he hits the Sister Abigail for the win, but I thought this was pretty good. Then it's Dolph versus Dean Ambrose for the U.S. title. As soon as this match started, I was thinking to myself, Dolph has to win here. Otherwise, what is the point of this? This is like the fourth match they've had, maybe even fifth. But Ambrose has the Shield, so Dolph comes out with RVD and Kofi. So, of course, the match breaks down. They all start fighting. Triple H comes out, makes it a six-man tag. And trying to figure out where they're going with this whole Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose thing, I can only assume that they're going to do it again at Battleground. Dolph versus Ambrose at Battleground for the U.S. title. But they have the six-man match, which was okay. Definitely picked up towards the end. Kofi has Ambrose rolled up, and Seth Rollins runs in, and he goes to stomp Kofi's head into the mat, which is what he's been doing lately. But it looked like Kofi thought he was going for the flying knee, so it didn't look that great. But Ambrose covers him afterwards, gets the win, so the Shield goes over here. So Renee Young asks Big Show how he's been holding up. And Big Show almost immediately starts crying. He says, I can't sleep, people call me names in the street, all of this crap. So Triple H comes up and he says, Big Show, if it's that bad, I'll help you find another job. Maybe you can be a airport baggage guy or something like that. But it's not going to be easy because you're a giant, but you need this job, don't you? And then he makes fun of Big Show for crying all the damn time, and Big Show gets pissed off. He's like, I'm about to punch him in the face. And Triple H says, you're going to do nothing and like it. This was pretty damn entertaining. Then it's AJ versus Cameron, and AJ comes out with Tamina. So I guess Tamina is like AJ's Diesel now. And they have a okay match. It was actually better than I expected with Cameron in there. But Naomi gets on the apron, and Tamina clotheslines her. She takes her out. This wasn't really a heel move. Naomi tried to get into the match. So, AJ hits the Shining Wizard on Cameron and gets the win. And she had to do the Shining Wizard because you know there's no way Cameron can hold up AJ for the Black Widow. So, AJ goes over here. So Paul Heyman comes out And he says at Battleground it's going to be CM Punk versus Ryback. Ryback's going to win. He talks about how he beat CM Punk and set him up on Raw, and it was a trap and everything. Nothing really important here in this promo. Then it's 3MB, or Heath Slater of 3MB, versus Santino with Khali and Hornswoggle. And they're having the typical match, and Santino pulls out the Cobra. And Jinder Mahal gets on the apron and starts playing a flute. I am not making this shit up. So he's like a snake charmer. So the Cobra it's got a mind of its own. It's going into business for itself right now. And Khali gets on the apron and he's got a flute. So he's trying to charm the Cobra. It's so fucking bad. So bad. So the Cobra's going all over the place. Hornswoggle pulls Jinder Mahal off the apron, breaks his flute, and Heath Slater attacks Santino, but Khali still has his flute, so he keeps playing, and the Cobra wakes up, and Santino hits the Cobra on Heath Slater for the win. And that was pretty much it. There are no words for this, really. The only thing I was thinking watching this is I am so glad I'm watching this show by myself right now, because how in the fuck would I explain this shit? It's Randy Orton versus The Miz, and The Miz is still injured after Randy Orton damaged his thorax. So the doctors are checking on Miz. Orton continues to attack him, so the ref rings the bell, disqualifies Orton. Triple H comes out and says he's not going to let Orton steal this opportunity away from The Miz. So he has the match restarted, except now it's a no DQ match. Randy Orton kills Miz, throws him into the stairs, the barricade, hits the drop DDT off the barricade. He rolls him into the ring, hits the RKO for the win. That's how the show ended. Overall, I gotta be honest with you, SmackDown was probably below average this week. It was boring and stupid. That's how I felt about it. So that's my review. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.